Got vision and destiny. Add elemental, that's chemistry. All those heroes, that's infinity. It's endgame, that's
Yugi peoples, welcome to the discussion video. I'm here today with my helper Sasha, the brown-nosed reindeer. What do you want to say, Sasha?
Merry Christmas!
Yes, Merry Christmas, everybody. This will probably be my last video before Christmas, but I want to talk to y'all about the new Banlist format. All right, so I had my first locals, and during my my deck discussion, I talked about wanting to switch Rivalry over to my main deck, and I was going to swap out the effect veilers and stuff. So going to the tournament, that's what I planned on doing. I hadn't put anything back in my side deck yet. I was thinking I was going to put the crossout designators back off in there, mainly for Droll, because Droll just feels like the only card that just completely ends our turns. I feel like even sometimes we play through 2 or 3 hand traps as long as one of them isn't Droll. I've got impermed Ash and get nibbed before and still, set up a decent board. It's just when they put the Droll off in there, that's when it gets really, really bad. But yeah, so yeah, I got there and they said new ban list, so I was like, oh well, it's a good thing I bought my little box of side deck my little side deck cards and stuff. So we ended up going with 1 Rivalry, 1 goes in. I put in Foolish Burial, and then I removed something else to put Crosskeeper off inside of there. That way I would have a chance, I guess, to draw, increased chance of drawing one of those things. And yeah, in my side deck, I ended up putting Thrust, Talents. I think I put like Dark Ruler no more. And I think that was it for the main thing. I left in like the evenly matches, the Cosmic Cyclones, the Feather Duster and stuff. And then I don't even think I like put in different hand traps for, because since with Infernoble being gone, I took out the the Ring Dragon Spear modes also. I took those out also, but I'm pretty sure they were just like thrust and then thrust targets and stuff that I put off in there. But yeah, so we got into the tournament, we started playing, and guess what we played against, y'all? We played against Fire Kings, Fire Kings, Fire Kings, Fire Kings, Fire Kings, and more Fire Kings. I played like 3 of my 5 matches were against Fire Kings, and yeah, guess what? We went undefeated the entire tournament, taking first place with heroes. And yeah, I think like one of the games I actually drew Rivalry, and it was pretty disgusting. Yeah, I can see why they put that card down to 1, because against certain decks is just certain death to them. And a lot of times when you're playing against heroes, you're not siding in like Cosmic Cyclones and stuff, because you're not, it's not their back row that you're worried about. It's their cards like, what is it, Plasma and Dark Law and DPE, and then, getting hit with the Shining Neos Wingman. What I guess, like, playing, I guess, those cards, Cosmic Cyclone and stuff like that, back row removal is not too bad since we have a searchable trap now. But, most of the time they just don't think about that stuff. They're more concerned about the floodgates that we put up on the board. So, yeah. Like I said, we played against Fire Kings 3 different times. We went undefeated the entire tournament, and it was I don't know. Honestly, I would rather play against Fire Kings than to play against Rescue Ace. I feel like Rescue Ace is like a whole lot more resilient, and then the fact that they put up so much back row, it makes them like really, really tough to beat. Where with like Fire Kings, it's like they don't really do a lot. I don't know. It just didn't really seem all that bad to me. You just like hand trap them in certain points, and even just usually like an Ash, it's pretty harmful to them. I think like the main thing is not letting them get the the Snake Eye engine going, where they start doing things with the Flumboard dragon thing or whatever, and start special summoning ones and link all that stuff off into something. It's just like, as long as you like kind of like put a stop to that part of the engine, it doesn't seem all that bad to me. Just like the Fire Kings in general, just like all we gotta do is summon Dark Law on them, and all that destroying stuff and everything is just kind of like cut off. So that's the reason why I was running 3 Mass Change, running 3 Vion. I felt like, and yeah, it was very good. It turned out very well for me also. And then the other thing is like, like I said, using DPE to get rid of the continuous spell that they have in the spell and trap cards on. You can't really destroy the field spell if they have that. So keep that in mind also when you play against the deck that you want to destroy that continuous card that allows them to fusion to XYZ summon on your turn and then, you know, blow up your board and stuff. So yeah, I did that quite a bit. We were blowing that card up, and then there were times where, like, you know, after I got nibbed by them, I would put up like plasma or something like that. So yeah, y'all be prepared to play against a lot of Fire Kings, the Sinful Spoils, Fire Kings. I would definitely rather play against that than Rescue Ace. Rescue Ace seems like a little bit tougher matchup because it's like, you know, they end up having hand traps, and then you have all their back row that you have to play through, then the monsters also, and it's just, sometimes it's just like an ordeal, like dealing with them and all that stuff that they have. But, you know, the Fire Kings don't seem as bad, or at least like right now it just doesn't seem as bad. Maybe they need, like, maybe there's like something missing or a definitive build, you know, that comes out that says, hey, this is how you should play Sinful Spoil Fire Kings. You know, I feel like kind of like everybody's just kind of doing their own thing until like one of them tops and does something crazy, you know, type stuff. So yeah, right now the matchup seems pretty decent. I mean, it feels like we're gonna win it. Another thing to keep in mind also is, like, I had like a situation where he was gonna be able to have multiple monsters to attack over my plasma. So, you know, in the battle phase, instead of using DPE to blow up, you know, singular monsters, you can actually use DPE to blow up the field spell, which blows up all their monsters instead. So, you know, also keep that in mind when they don't have the continuous spell down there though. And yeah, I think, like, other than that, it's a pretty good thing. One thing I also keep in mind when I tell, like, with the hero players and stuff, is like, one of the things, like, people hardly ever, like, I win so many games because people don't think about the attack decrease of DPE. So a lot of the times what I'll do is, you know, like, I'll set up my board on one side with like my links and my monsters like plasma and stuff like might be already over on the left side, and then when I special summon my DPE back to the board, I special summon him all the way over on the right side so that he's, you know, on the board, but unless they're like taking in like the whole board, they're not really just like paying attention, they're just like looking at that plasma that's over there. And yeah, I had my opponent, you know, immediately go to battle phase and attack into my plasma with his nib with Nibiru, and I just said okay. And then he's like, oh, is it gain an attack gain or something like that? And I was like, no, I have, you know, DPE over here. He's decreasing your attack by such and such. And, you know, like, at that point, you know, you're in a tournament and stuff. It's like, you don't let people take stuff back like that. Not like, I guess, like, in the battle phase type thing and stuff, because, like, at this point in time, you know, I kind of feel like everybody knows what DPE does, you know. Everybody played it for like a whole format or two or something like that, and, you know, they still try to splash it in. You know, DPE is just that guy. But yeah, you know, DPE is definitely a thing. Dark Law is really good against them. My other matchup, I think the one that was like specifically like crazy, was I played against Sprite Tri-Brigade? Was it Sprite Tri-Brigade? Yeah, and it's just like, one of the times, like, what did he do? I think he may have imperned my Dark Law, so I had DPE and Shining Neos Wingman, and I think I had like another hand trap, and he actually ended up playing through all of that. I was like, what in the world? Even like, I used the Shiny Neos Wingman and I got to pop all 3 cards with it, and somehow he still did stuff. So I don't know if that's like a deck that's coming back. I don't know if it's something they got, like, I don't know. It didn't seem like anything new happened to it, but that deck seemed like really resilient to me. It like ended up being like a really good matchup and stuff, and I haven't played against it in, you know, quite a while. But yeah, I don't know if that's something that's coming back. But Tri-Brigade seems to be popping up like quite a bit lately and stuff, and I hate Revolt. Oh, that card is a menace. It's like favorite contact. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this in my other video, but one of the rounds in my tournament, I activated my Infernal Rage, and I told him I get to add a favorite card from my deck to my hand. He was like, huh? Hold on, wait, you get to add your favorite card from your deck to your hand? And I was like, no, it's just like a favorite card, a card that says favorite on it. But could y'all imagine, like, when we fill out our deck list, like there's like a space, you know, or like you put on there for Infernal Rage, like what is your favorite card? What do you say? What is your favorite card choice? Like, you know, you get to pick this card as your favorite card. That way, like, in case you already have favorite contact in hand, you can be like, okay, so my favorite card for this regional, for this YCS will be Fusion Destiny or something. You know, something crazy like that. I think that would be like awesome, but also broken at the same time. Because yeah, I mean, who wouldn't pick Fusion Destiny? Though I feel like if you're already in the middle of the combo and you made Infernal Rage and stuff, you probably don't need the Fusion Destiny. Like, I don't know. I guess like it would take like some play testing and stuff to decide, you know, what you would want your favorite card to be. But I feel like it would have to be like a hero specific type card or something like that, and it couldn't just be like any random card. Otherwise people would be like Rivalry of the Warlords. No, like some kind of crazy hero card. That would be cool. Just like anything that says hero or is mentioned run by heroes and such. But yeah, so that was my locals experience. And like I said, we ended up getting 25th anniversary packs, and I didn't pull anything like worthwhile. I pulled a freaking QCR tour guide, and now with Unchained hit, you know, tour guides like. But yeah, so once again, Merry Christmas to y'all. Like, subscribe. Appreciate y'all for staying a while to listen, and I will catch y'all on the next video, which will be after Christmas. So, Merry Christmas.
For me, my wingman, he come through, he level up, he go cool, he shining out and popping too over 9K. That's a breakthrough. We on top now. Here's a look at all